writing.
Welcome back, you guys. Before the break, we were discussing ways of breaking those bad habits, and seeing as though we are almost nearer to exam time, we figured right now let's use this time to actually discuss effective ways of breaking those bad habits when it comes to preparing for exams and how we can improve our study sessions. All right, guys, I think we're all guilty of this one. Cramming and pulling all-nighters. Who of you guys have done it? I know I have. Why have some of you guys done this? Why did you choose this way of actually studying?
Okay, so I didn't choose it, it just happened.
Yeah.
It just happened. I work better under stress. I feel like I remember work easier if I like do it the night before.
And I totally agree with that. I also did that as well when I was in grade 11 and 12, where you feel like this is the best thing you can do, where you can cram so much so you can keep it nice and fresh in your mind for the exam the following day. Is this a smart way of studying, Christine?
Maybe not so much of a smart way of studying.
Yeah, why?
Apart from cramming being the most ineffective study method out there, research suggests that sleep deprivation impedes learning. So you're unable to sustain that study technique over a long period of time.
Yeah.
And another problem with cramming is that you're less likely to remember that information post the test. You may forget it a few days after that, you know, and then you're going to have to go and relearn that information again before the next exam. So you're just making your work harder for yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
So
yeah, and I think also another major distraction, I think every parent can agree with this one, is mobile phones. They are the biggest distraction. How do you balance and how do you sort of keep yourself from going on your phone, checking your messages? How do you keep that balance, Christine? Are you guys guilty of this, where your phone is such a major distraction? You want to check the notifications on Twitter, your Instagram. You know, how do we combat this?
I think this is a lesson for all of us. And I think we are all guilty of it. And it's about moderation is key.
Yeah.
And it's about learning to do a dance with technology. So instead of allowing technology to lead in the dance, it's about you taking control and leading the way. And one of the ways to do that would be setting clear boundaries for yourself with your phone. So switching your phone off, not on silent, off, while you're busy engaging in a homework activity or you're studying for a test or an exam. And the other thing is to put your phone away when you are socializing with friends, as it's just a polite thing to do. And the other thing would be that we often turn to our phones when we're feeling bored, and we turn to our phones when we just want something to distract us, and we go on social media. So go out and find a more meaningful activity for yourself, whether it be socializing with friends or exercising. You know, keep yourself busy in other ways.
All right, fantastic. I think you are dying to say something. Been itching to say something. Here's your opportunity.
Okay, so what about if I'm listening to music while I'm studying with my phone?
Oh yeah,
because
or maybe
I
you
think
have the TV on.
most of us are guilty of listening to music while we're studying.
Yeah, good question. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of research about this, and certain people find it very calming and relaxing to study with music on. So, I mean, yes, you can listen to music, but you can also switch your 3G off, can't you? So, So it's about finding ways to work around the fact that you just don't want to be engaging in conversations with people.
Yes, awesome. Danelle, I think you also want to say something.
Shakira, I just want to say something to you. The best advice, the best type of music you should listen to when you're studying is classical music. It sounds overrated, but it's a bit...
I've heard that one before. Hey, that's actually a brilliant study method. Do you do that? When you are, I think this is a great time for you guys to actually share your study tips. What do you guys usually do to try and focus and keep the balance? Yes?
Because I'm a person that's dynamic and likes to move around, I can't sit still and study still. I get up, I hold my book in my hand, especially history, and I pace up and down my room in order to learn. That's how I learn.
Fantastic, but I'm sure that's a bit of a struggle when you're actually writing exams or maybe you're in class. You can't be as free.
I can't pace in class, but that's why I get my studying done at home, and class is just recapping.
Okay, fantastic. And for you, Love, I think you also wanted to say something.
Sometimes I make voice notes of myself, of my notes, so it incorporates the social media.
Brilliant idea. How can we solve her problem though, where she constantly feels the need to move around? She can't really stay in one place when it comes to when she studies.
That's actually quite a relevant question. They've actually introduced standing desks in schools overseas. Because they say that children find it easier to concentrate when they've got that little bit of movement. And a lot of people do seek movement while they're studying. So for yourself, I would suggest that you maybe have a ball of press stick on the table that you can play with while you're busy studying, or chewing gum. and get up to take regular breaks. I think that would be quite helpful.
And also another big problem is procrastination. Do you guys go through, can you guys share some of your stories? Like what do you usually do to actually get over that? Where you feel like, you know what, I'm so lazy, there's so much to go through, you don't know where to start. Adib.
For me, like the time that I'd like stop procrastinating is when there's actually like no option but to actually do it.
Yeah. How, yes?
And when we have like big exams and things, and you know you do like a large amount of work at school, and there's like only this tiny bit that comes in, I figure out, okay, this is definitely not coming, this is definitely not coming, and I just study the things that I know is going to be in the paper.
Brilliant. Okay, quickly, Christine, can you just sum up how we can actually help or get over procrastination or combat?
Okay, so I believe that the reason we procrastinate is because we perceive the workload to be insurmountable.
Yes.
So it's about breaking down the work into smaller segments. For example, if you are writing a geography test on Friday and you've got 6 chapters to study, take it and break it down into Monday. Monday you're doing 2 chapters, Tuesday 2 chapters, Wednesday 2 chapters, and then Thursday you revisit all the information. So it's about relearning the information.
Right.
That is key in moving information from short-term memory to long-term memory.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you guys to all of you. Thank you very much to all of you guys as well. That was brilliant. Christine, thank you so much.
Hectic.